Testing, testing. Testing, 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 testing. Testing, 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 testing. Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here. This is scuffed as all hell, dude. This is scuffed as all hell. We're tuning in right now to the stream. We're pulling it up. We're pulling it up as we speak. Alright, this trailer we've seen, we haven't missed anything, chat. We haven't missed anything, okay? This is super scuffed because I'm not ready. I was not ready. Okay, so it's scuffed. Okay, let me I can't talk too loud. Okay, let me pull this up on one side. Let me do that on one side. Let's do OBS on the other. And I'm just going to make sure that the levels are okay, chat, okay? We're not missing anything. Don't worry. We're not missing anything. Do not worry. So, I need to make sure that my audio levels are okay, which means I need to listen to the stream, which is here. This is super scuffed. Okay, so is the audio all right, chat? Are the audio levels okay? Is it too loud? Is it too loud? It's extremely scuffed. I was not ready at all for this, chat. Drop some likes on the stream and everything, guys. I literally pulled this together in the 30 seconds before this stream started. I've been running around like a madman. It's a war zone in here, chat. It's a war zone. Is the audio okay? Turn it up, I can't hear you. Other people are saying it sounds good. Newbie, if you're in the chat, can you let me know? Shoot me a DM, bud. Is it too loud? I think it looks okay. It's extremely scuffed. I think the audio, my voice sounds okay. Does, if I go on YouTube and just play like a different video, if I just play like Noah's stream, wait, that's not gonna work. I need something that's not copyrighted. Liam's video. Okay, here we go. So,
you have a bike?
Is the volume level okay?
Is it your bike?
It's my bike now.
So you're stealing a bike?
I didn't steal the bike.
You are stealing a bicycle.
Thank you, Ultima.
Don't call it.
Thank you so much for the donation, Ultima. I'm missing good stuff. No, this we've already seen. I've already reacted to this trailer. This trailer I've already reacted to. I just want to make sure that the audio is okay. If I go on YouTube and just play like a different video. Okay, so that's where I'm checking to see if the audio of Liam's video is good. That's what I need. Oh!
And welcome to Treyarch. Get your survival gear out and your bug out bags ready.
Just 2 seconds. Sounds good, sounds good. Okay.
Zombies will be coming to every mode of Black Ops 4.
Can you see, chat?
And with zombies are coming to every mode, what better way to start talking about that than with our zombies team?
Yes!
So let's start with them.
Yes, yes!
This operation is an extremely exciting one for me personally because this one is all zombies.
Zombies has been a big part of what we do here at Treyarch. All the way back from World at War.
Who's that?
BO1, BO2, BO3, and now even BO4.
Alpha Omega follows on from the 2 ether maps that we've already seen in Black Ops 4.
Okay.
We got to play as the Ultimus crew in Classified, and we got to play as the Primus crew in Blood of the Dead. And those players who managed to finish those 2 maps will now realise that those 2 groups of characters have met.
Yep.
And this brings us up to Alpha Omega, where for the first time ever, players are going to be able to play as both the Primus versions and the Ultimus version.
Yes! I literally called it!
2 character crews come into one space is going to drive so much of the interaction and how they talk to one another, how they interact with their space.
Oh, wait.
I did not say anything.
One spent $50 and he could eat 50 hard-boiled eggs in 15 minutes.
And different kind of nods to different
Pipe down, Tank Dempsey.
Story because they do have an involvement there.
So now,
hey, Mark!
You're back in Nuketown, but it's not the Nuketown that you've played before. This map is 400% larger than the original map.
Okay.
That means there's more places to explore. There's more space above ground and below ground. There's houses that you got to see on the block before. Now you can go in and explore those houses and see what's in there, what's going on.
Nuketown's always been a fun map in the zombie storyline, because while originally it was a very small map, it had elements in it that were hinting about something much bigger.
The bunker, right.
Nuketown as a location and that facility is such a big part of the zombie storyline, specifically the Ether storyline.
Right.
So much has happened there, and so much that we haven't really been able to talk about or tell that story yet.
So at Nuketown's Broken Arrow facility,
Yes.
you'll find that there's been some secret weapons research going on. And these weapons are prototype ray guns
Hell yeah.
developed at Broken Arrow.
We want players to feel the nostalgia of coming back to Nuketown, and we do that with those original spaces. But there's so much more to experience, and now that we've added new features and new mechanics, new enemy types.
A couple of them are based on the Nova 6 crawlers that you saw in Kino der Toten.
Cool, yeah.
And they are an evolution of these creatures. There is the Jolting Jack, and there's the Nova 6 Bomber. The
Bomber,
Jolting
okay.
Jack is a creature that can teleport around, and it can fire electric bolts at you.
So I can remember playing zombies for the very first time. I remember playing through it and thinking, wow, this is really something special that we have here. And then to see it come full circle, now we have an operation in Black Ops 4 that's fully themed for zombies, and we're pulling all of this narrative and all of this lore that we've built up over multiple titles, multiple games, and multiple maps. It is super exciting to kind of see that all come to fruition. I think players are really going to enjoy it. I'm
Cool.
excited by it.
Show us some gameplay trailer, please. That's what I'm waiting
We just
for.
heard from Craig, from Danny, from Mark, and joining us here in the studio today is
Okay.
our lead writer, Mr. Craig Houston.
Nice.
Good morning, John.
No,
How
Jason.
you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm very excited, you know.
All
And
right.
you know what happens when I get excited.
What happens?
Good things happen in zombies. At least that's the plan.
Well, it seems like there's quite a bit going on with this
Oh, boy.
operation.
Oh, boy.
All things zombies, but within the zombies experience itself, there's quite a bit of story to catch us up on.
Yes.
So the experience is called,
Alpha Omega, yeah.
but it blends a number of different experiences. Bring us up to speed on
Well,
what we-
yeah. It's amazing that quite a lot's happened. Quite a lot's happened so far in Black Ops 4, particularly with
Sure.
regards to the Ether story. We last saw our gang in 2 maps at launch, Blood of the Dead and Classified. I think it's probably fair to give some spoilers at this point.
Yeah, go for it.
I'll try and keep it light. At the end of Blood of the Dead, we saw the Primus crew finally breaking out of the cycle. But more than that, we saw that Nikolai Belinsky has now assumed the mantle of leadership. Richthofen gave him the Chronorium, and so from this point on, it's Nikolai, not Richthofen, that's calling the shots. Whereas over on Classified, we finally learned that the Ultimus versions of the characters didn't actually die on the moon.
Right.
But more than that, at the very end of the map, they met the Primus versions. So we had Primus and Ultimus face to face. Where are we going to go from there? Well, guess what Idiot Craig decided? Let's put them all in one map and double the narrative workload. So that's what we did.
Well, let's talk to Idiot Craig about
Yes.
this. Is so whenever you talk about sort of the narrative workload, put it in perspective. When you take on an experience like Blood of the Dead, like Classified, you're generally talking about how many lines of script.
From 2,500 is probably an average. We've gone up above that sometimes on maps like Revelations, and that's split between our principal characters and any kind of audio logs or guest appearances that we might have. For Alpha Omega, it's actually about 5,500 lines. So when you've got Primus and Ultimus running around together in the same map, any combination of different foursomes, you know, it's fun to see how they react to each other and how they reconcile their various differences. So, you know, beyond just all their dialogue, this is also one of the biggest maps we've ever done in terms of narrative Easter eggs. Let me just say, there's a lot of ancillary characters that you have met in the past, or if you've not met them, you've at least heard about them, and they are going to pop up in various ways throughout the map.
Well, whenever we talk about the map, which we're going to get into shortly, I mean, we're talking about an experience that, so from a narrative perspective, what,
Huge.
500 lines?
Huge.
And the map itself is several 100% larger than.
Well, I mean, that's the big thing. I mean,
Well, we'll get to it.
Do I want to start taking a look? Should we take a look?
Well, so, you know what? Probably. Let's jump into it.
Gameplay!
Well, I think the first thing is that, you know, there's been a lot of rumours for a while that we were going to be going to Nuketown, but as always, things are never as simple as they appear. I mean,
They are not.
the sign that you'll see when you arrive identifies it as Camp Edward, which, you know, isn't quite what people thought Nuketown was necessarily, because What it turns out to be is that it is a front for something else, something much, much larger. This is actually a facility owned and operated by a group known as Broken Arrow. And once you start scratching the surface, you're going to realize that, the Nuketown that you think you know really is, I was going to say literally the tip of the iceberg, but that's not true. It's figuratively the tip of the iceberg. I think the overall map is many times larger than the original. I can't remember the exact proportion, so I'll just say if it was like that, it's more like that.
We've got a very complicated relationship with icebergs this year.
Well, we don't make stories. That's the chaos story, so just keep that to the side.
General,
just keep that to the side.
Fair. Okay, so talk to us a little bit about the implications of having the Primus and Ultimus crews working together for the first time. How does that begin shaping our experience here?
I think everyone knows that, the main difference, the Primus crew got to go on a very kind of emotional journey, searching for their souls and trying to save them and everything. Whereas Ultimus were a bit more goofy, stumbling around, having a bit of a laugh and not caring too much about the fate of the universe. Now, under Nikolai's leadership, obviously he's going to first of all find out that things weren't quite as simple as he thought. And, Richtofen always had reasons for keeping secrets to himself. Nikolai's going to struggle a little bit with that, because once you've read that chronorium and you know what's coming, should you tell people, or do you try and just nudge them along? Or did the book say that you never told them? It's a real can of worms, but like I say, getting the different versions of the characters in the same map, you really, really see the contrast,
Broken Arrow core values?
Ultimus Richtofen, insane. Utterly insane. I mean, Primus is only marginally more stable, but he's kind of a mellower soul. Drunk Nikolai bumbling around looking for his vodka and going on about his ex-wives. As I say, it's kind of a reminder of how far the characters have come, and seeing what they do and don't recognise in each other is part of the fun.
Well, and you get to play as both.
Yes.
Well, tell us, was that a bit of a reunion of sorts? Was it a walk down memory lane from a narrative standpoint? It must like how those personalities.
In a weird
shout out
way,
Cossack.
It's funny. I remember saying this when we did Classified.
Huge.
Because we'd spent so long with Primus since Origins forward, really, and we tried to make them more realistic and give them a lot more emotional resonance, which I definitely think we achieved. If you look at the Black Ops 3 season and all those death scenes, it was nice to see people crying as much as I actually cried when I wrote some of them, because
it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. I'm sorry.
It wasn't, but no, it's no laughing matter. And that emotional journey that we'd taken them on, that was hugely important to me. So when we first decided to go back to Ultimus, a little part of me was a bit, they weren't as much fun, they didn't have as much. But once I started writing the jokes again and making myself laugh a lot, and hopefully other people, it's no good if it's just me that laughs, but so initially there was a bit of a resistance from me to bring back Ultimus, because I thought we'd progress the characters.
Yeah.
But doing Classified and then doing this where we get them together, it's it's the best of both worlds. It really is.
All right. So here we are.
Thank you,
find
Rorato,
ourselves
for the
back in
donation.
Nuketown.
Yep.
Take us on a stroll, Greg.
Take us on a stroll. Well,
So there's
look,
power
a bus.
in there.
It's not the bus. It's not going anywhere. That's not to say that Ted isn't necessarily going to appear somewhere down the line, but he's a robot. He's kind of difficult to get rid of. So like I was saying earlier, a lot of these areas are going to be familiar to people, obviously with a slight twist. There's going to be lots of, like every time we do a map, it gets its own sheen on it. But this,
It looks so bright. I love that.
like I said earlier, literally just represents a small fraction of actually what's there to be discovered. So, we let people start off thinking they know what they're getting into, and then as they get deeper into the game, we obviously pull the rug out from under them, and suddenly they're in a state of panic, not knowing what's coming next. That's the way we do things.
Talk to me a little bit about sort of the lighting and the environment. To me, I mean, it's a beautiful looking map.
It is, and in fact, that's one of the things that the characters will talk quite a lot about. Is, in fact, I think it's Ultimus Nikolai. It says, "Who are billionaires who live in such luxury?" So they all have their impressions of what's going on in the map. But as you see now, we're starting to go into some of the lower levels, into the Broken Arrow facility, where
it's old equipment, guys. It's the century.
Like all our good scientific research groups, they've been doing all sorts of things that they maybe shouldn't have been doing, or definitely had consequences that they may not have expected.
Okay.
As we find ourselves down here in the bunker, talk to us a little bit about kind of the size of the experience, because I'm seeing things in Nuketown that I haven't seen before.
That I've seen in Blackout.
It's of a magnitude
Telepad, cool.
of 4, I think is the right way to say it. 4 times bigger. What you used to see was a quarter of what's really there now. I'm just approaching statistics in different ways here, and none of them are very well. But
That's
yeah,
the sort of guess
it's
that I was
at least
making.
4 times the size.
25% old,
Nuketown
75%
originally
new.
was.
What were some of your favorite elements to build back into this experience?
Well, I mean, the biggest one for me really was narrative, to kind of get into the narrative history of the building. I mean, I remember people asking me years and years ago, why was Marlton in
That was me! That was literally me!
That's something that we're going to get to revisit a little bit, shall we say. So,
Oh my
I think,
God.
Even beyond what people actually knew of Nuketown,
I remember
there
that
was just
conversation
a lot of very
so well.
significant narrative threads that we knew that we had to come back to. I mean, we explored a little bit of Broken Arrow in the comic book series we did a couple of years ago with the Victus
man,
crew.
I can't believe you referenced
We saw
that.
some of Russman's history to that. But this is much more of a deep dive, and you will get to see some of the things they are responsible for, including some twists on traditional enemies and traditional weapons. I think you saw some lightning hounds running around there who are a little bit of a variation on the usual.
Yeah.
Hellhounds?
A note for viewers. This is a sort of pre-release build. There's some temp audio in there, so
yeah, it might be some of mine. So if you hear a Scottish person or a robot yelling out, that's just because this build is before we had implemented in the actual actors' dialogue.
Right.
That's another thing. God, they had fun doing both characters.
But that'll sound a little different tomorrow when it's out.
Yes.
Awesome. I was wondering about that before.
So prior to just over the last
there was Ted. There he was.
The Ray Gun Mark II.
Oh yeah, the Ray Gun Mark II.
On our social channels.
Ted was there.
Talk to us about the Ray Gun Mark II.
Well, ray guns have got a long history in zombies, and people always like to see the ray gun coming back. And this time the Ray Gun Mark II is coming back with a very special twist. I don't want to explain exactly how it functions, but let's just say you can modify it or put it together in a number of different ways that significantly alter its functionality. So it kind of becomes
I wanted to get Bubble of Bite,
customize your own ray gun the way you like kind of ray gun. Good old Ray.
So the inventiveness
go back to gameplay
with the ray gun doesn't end there. If I'm not mistaken, there's a new perk that's being introduced.
Here we go, Blood Wolf Bite.
Blood Wolf Bite.
Cool.
Sounds good, doesn't it?
I like it.
It sounds good already. Well, this one I particularly like because what it does is when you're doing a lot of damage and killing a lot of zombies and you have this perk activated,
you get a dog?
Spawn a wolf. A wolf known as Luna.
What?
Who will then fight alongside you, chomping up the zombies.
That's actually really
Dogs
cool.
eating zombies. That's good. We've usually had the Hellhounds, or in this map, the Lightning Hounds.
Can you pet the dog?
Yeah, not done that for a little while. And the last one, I think, was the ghost dog in Der Eisendrache. At least this one's alive.
Dude, I love the fact that it's called Luna as well.
So, kind of looking ahead, just peeking right over the top a little bit, down the road.
Okay, this is big.
The Ether story in the next DLC, where does it all take us?
It takes me back to my office where I continue writing. No, it is. It's going to take us. We're so close to the end now. We're so close to wrapping up the story threads that we've been having for a long time. A lot of them are going to come together and coalesce within Alpha Omega. But there are other things within this map that are going to lead us directly into the next operation in our DLC 4, and there will be a lot of answers. There will be a lot of pain, there will be a lot of joy, and maybe a few tears as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to wrapping it all up.
All right. So let's just let's recap everything here. Make sure that we've covered it all. Huge narrative, larger
biggest
map,
ever.
Larger map, larger play space, playing as both Primus and Ultimus crew. Brand new experience. Ray Gun Mark II, new perk. What are we leaving out?
The secret things that we're not going to talk about.
The secret things.
Because there's always, back to your iceberg metaphor again.
Yeah.
What we've said today, It's a bigger bit of iceberg, but it's still not the entirety of the iceberg. There's, as I say, there's a bunch of ancillary and/or guest characters, both allies and enemies, that are going to pop up as you progressed in the main quest.
Okay.
So lots to see.
Craig, thank you very much for joining us.
Dude!
We really appreciate it.
Welcome.
In honor of tomorrow's release of Alpha Omega, we brought along a little bit of gameplay. So here's a sneak peek at what is to come tomorrow.
More! Yo!
What is the next phase of our journey? I wish I could forewarn you of what is to come and what is at stake.
Dude. Ooh.
Show them no mercy!
Okay. Dude, what is
There
that?
is more to this facility than meets the eye.
Primary systems offline.
Ooh. Okay.
Get out!
Wait. Galvanuckles?
Did you really think you could contain me?
Welcome back. Zombies continues to invade every other mode of the game, including multiplayer. And here to tell us what is in store for all things multiplayer in Operation 5, we have Tony Flame, Miles.
We need to stay here because they're putting zombie stuff in MP.
Awesome to be here, John. Thanks for having us.
All right, let's jump right into it. Let's get into kind of an overview for launch week.
Guys,
let's start.
We're going to keep watching here, and then we'll go back to the trailer after they finish the MP bit, because there's like robots, giant robots in MP now and stuff. It's crazy, so let's keep watching.
His specialist weapon, it's a big machine gun, as you might
Okay,
expect.
they're talking about Reaper first.
It's a little different than you've seen it before. It's Black Ops 4.
Right, while they talk about Reaper, I'm gonna read some comments first. Legendary Cossack, thank you so much for that donation. Sorry I didn't get to it at the time. Like, Galvanuckles, hello? Also, we had a donation of $10 from Ultima Gaming. Thank you, Avogadro, question mark. Is it the Avogadro that's being contained inside the MPD? I mean, maybe, but I don't think they had invented it yet. Unless this is just before their time and then they actually kind of invent it later on. But again, I guess we don't know exactly when the map is actually going to be taking place. I've been assuming 60s, but maybe that isn't going to be where they go for it. Let's take a look at the trailer again, guys. Let's do that. I've got Liam's video up here still. I'm sure the trailer is going to be on their channels by this point. Let's have a look. It's not there. Let's go Call of Duty. Let's see. Surely... No? Okay, we're going to have to skip back in the stream. We will come back to the MP stuff, okay? We will come back to it because in the MP stuff there's a lot of...
Tank Dempsey.
Bro, another
Once
one?
bet $50
You're kidding me.
that he could eat 50
Cossack,
hard-boiled
again?
eggs in 15 minutes.
Cossack, thank you so much for that second donation. Huge donos there. Really appreciate that, bud. I want to get to the gameplay trailer. The freaking gameplay trailer, guys.
What?
Base closed. No trespassing. Welcome to Camp Edward, okay? That's what we start things off with. Camp Edward is the location that I talked about when I first talked about Broken Arrow's Mount Rushmore facility 2 weeks ago to this day, I think, pretty much. That was what was in that note that I made such a big deal of, and it turns out that's the entire DLC. Didn't see that coming at all. You got a little watchtower thing here.
Next phase of our journey.
And just that effect, let's go real slow. Let's actually put it on like half speed.
What is the next phase of our journey?
That is, I guess, like a mashup of the Broken Arrow logo. Oh. Chat, we're gonna have some trouble with the AI in this map. We're gonna have some trouble with the AI, guys. Thank you so much, Riska, for the $5 donation. Guys, that is pretty spooky, dude. Please stand by. And then some crazy... Dude! Oh! Big spook! And then, okay, so let's keep it going. Turn back while you still can.
I wish I could forewarn you of what is to come.
Okay, so what it seems like the whole time they were talking about the crews both being playable, I think they mean it's Primus Richtofen, and then it's Ultimus, Takeo, Nikolai, and Dempsey. I think. Because that's all they've shown so far. And at first, I thought that meant that there might be 8 playable characters, but it seems like they're actually only going for 4 playables right now. But they are both crews, so we were sort of halfway there. I just want to say real quick, while we're on this screen, I can't believe Craig made reference to the fact that I was literally sitting down with Craig at I think it was Black Ops 3 reveal event in the UK a week before Black Ops 3 came out. So I had 100,000 subscribers at the time. I'm sitting there talking to Craig in 2015. I pull out a little blue book that looks exactly like this. This isn't it. This is just another one that I've got. But a little blue book. And in that book, one of the things that I asked Craig about was Martin being in the Nuketown bunker. And he referenced it in this stream. Dude. It's insane. That's so insane, man. Anyway, let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. My guy.
And what is at stake?
So we get a good look at everything. We get another one of those glitch effects with the AI getting a little bit spooky. We hear over the intercom. And then it does this. And it's... We're going in the bunker. And then we're going to, like, a generator room with a load of stuff on the right. I can't tell what that is. But stuff. And then there's a note on the wall to my mother. Oh, God. Wait. That looks like Samantha's writing from Classified. Day 9. To my mother, something. To my father, something. God is something. Not long now? Bro. There's something wrong with the machines. Population 0. Pack-a-Punch. Broken Arrow logo, it looks like, overlaid on the screen here. Bro. So much writing. What does this say? Ransom? Huh? Ransmiss? Transmiss? Oh, transmission, I guess? Shall enlighten danger. With my mind he shall enlighten. Something my body. With my feet he shall tread. With my fingers... Whoa, this is weird. This is real weird. And then there's this room, which looks really cool. And we see some zombies. Turn around while you still can. That same sign again. Notice the teleporter pad, same as Classified, sitting on the little ledge in the shot previous to this one. Oh, we had a new member. Who was that? Connor Gerard, thank you so much for becoming a member. Welcome. You hit the join button, buddy. Thank you. So they start shotgunning some zombies down in the area that we've seen before, of course. That's nothing new, really. Wait, no. It is both crews. I go back on what I just said a second ago. I was indeed right the first time I heard him. It is both. Because that was Ultimus Richtofen. Jesus. This is going to be such a huge map. In terms of story, I'm going to be making videos for weeks. And there's this whole area here, which I don't even know, like, beds. Cool. Yeah, so there's Ultimus, Primus in this shot, but then previously there was Ultimus Richtofen. And then they lock it down, and there's all this, like, stuff. What is that? Like, rubble and... It looks nuts. And then, okay, so we've got... Whoa. Are there 4 levels? Guys. I'm not going to live, guys, because they're talking about MP, and this is more important. This is much more important. There's white-eyed zombies. The Avogadro is in the vault? Maybe. But the Avogadro certainly didn't give us that kind of vibe before, dude. So, maybe. I don't think they'll have it as both crews, just a choice between players. Yes, that's what it seems like, Nathan. That's indeed what it seems like. 8 playable characters, 4 of which are on the map at a given time. So let's keep going. Yeah, it looks like there's 4 levels. This is going to be like another classified, dude. Maybe, at least. That could be something else entirely as well. And then he said that there were these ones that... What was the name that he gave these ones, guys? Micah Rapport, thank you for the donation. White Eye Zombies Purnell Controlled. And Icebound Jester 8, thank you so much for becoming a member. I mean, maybe these are Purnell controlled? It's possible. I have a story video about Purnell coming literally like today, so we've got some liquid nitrogen or something in there, liquid cooling. So they're cooling the Pack-a-Punch. That's pretty cool. And then they're fighting here. You got the little escargot on the wall, and the The Galvanuckles are back. What can I say, dude? What can I say? I don't believe it. I don't believe it. That's so cool, man. That's so cool. We're getting more Galvas. And he just boinks the zombie. And there's like some x-rays and stuff in there. So that's like a very Verrückt kind of vibe, which is really interesting. The whole like dentist chair type thing. And then, bro... Oh! This one's green. The other one that we saw was blue. So I guess they really are saying you just give whatever element to it that you want. I guess there's a green one and a blue one. We know that for sure. Cool, okay. I wasn't sure if it was going to like... Yeah, oh, well, in the next frame, they literally showed me what I was waiting for. So green, yellow, purple, and blue. Amazing. Unless that's the purple one. Maybe that's the same thing. And then this. Bro, I'm gonna put it back to regular speed. Hello. We've got donations coming in left, right, and center now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the donate. Why am I crossing my fingers? Thank you so much for the donation is what I meant to do. Appreciate you massively. We also had another member from Repeated Wall and Dustin Snodgrass. There's all sorts going on right now. I'm struggling to keep up with it, guys. I'm struggling. Let's just keep watching this one bit.
Did you really think you could contain me?
The thing is, alright, so it says, do you really think you could contain me? Guys, I want to go back, and I want to look specifically at what's inside the door, okay? I want to look at what's inside the door. We've got elemental ray guns, we've got dual-wielding ray guns right now, which I guess is no surprise, seeing as we have kind of had dual-wielding ray guns before, just not the Mark II like this, and not the elemental Mark II, for sure. But we see the part of the pyramid. Oh, so there are multiple doors on it. Oh, okay. And then we see the AI thing again, which I want to try and pause on that. It's really hard to... It's hard to get that shot. Let's just go real slow. There we go. Oh, there's a keypad on the left as well. And are those meant to be missile icons? Chat. If those are missile icons, we could be getting a Burger Town reference and launching missiles. We actually could be launching missiles in this map. Let's keep it going. So it shows that, and then it shows the dog, which we saw in the trailer. And then it shows the door again. Did you really think you could contain me? Okay, so chat, look. This is what I wanted to show you guys, okay? Thank you, Abraham, for the donation. Look, the little window in the door is dark, and then as you play it, it's like there's water in there, or it like goes blue. Thank you, Trey Dizzle, for the donation. What do you think is in there, guys? Some people are saying Avogadro from Transit. Some people are saying Purnell. Some people are saying Rushmore is not a person that's going to be inside. Samantha could be... it's not going to be Samantha inside. It won't be Samantha, surely. Thank you, Svahar, for the donation as well. Malton could be in the bunker for all we know. Do you think you could really contain me, Malton? Look at that effect, dude. It's definitely like blue. It could be a 115 thing, but it also could be like a water thing, potentially. It's water or it's 115. It's got to be one of those two things. Or it's just going to be like some kind of like electrical glow type stuff, but probably 115 is the best guess. Ted is not in there, guys, though. Ted is not inside. Ted is actually, like, right here. I just skipped to the perfect time. I literally skipped to the perfect time. We're going to see Ted in, like, 2 seconds. Ted is literally in this room. Wait for it. I'm pretty sure they turned, and then I saw Ted. Give it a sec. We just need them to turn the corner. Wait. Wasn't Ted there? I'm sure Ted was in this room. Okay, hold on. Maybe it's further back? I'm 100% sure that I saw Ted in the vault when they were, like, underground, like, down here, maybe? Maybe I skipped to the wrong part of the stream a moment ago. We're gonna find Ted, guys, because I'm convinced that he was in here. I'm sure that we saw him. Thank you, Biggie, for the dono. You're a legend, super fan. Thank you so much, Biggie. And Ryan, thank you for the donations, guys. Whatever is inside the pyramid is flammable. It says on the door. Oh, that's an interesting idea. That's a really interesting idea. So where is our boy Ted? White eyes as well. Yeah, I need to keep an eye out for the white eyes thing. I guess that might be because we're outside the loop now. That's really, really interesting. Where was our boy Ted? Chat, I'm not going crazy, right? He was in here. It could be another Richtophone. I doubt it. We've already got about 20 million of them at this point. Where is bloomin' Tedrick? Where is he? Teddy. Where are you? Oh, Teddy. Dude, these rooms look real spooky, man. I love the vibe down there. And I like the fact that it's bright. Like, there's actually lights on it. It's not super horrendously dark. Also, it looks like that's the map. There's, like, 2 maps. That's crazy. Alright, Ted's got to be here somewhere. Oh, this is the Pack-a-Punch room. Okay. Dude, wouldn't it be nuts if Ted was, like a waiter in a coffee shop, except he serves you a Pack-a-Punched weapon? That'd be jokes. Let's see. So there's generators there, and an old transit-style TV. There's the map as well. Check that out, guys, so you can see how much bigger it is. Maybe that's like one level and then the second level down below. Where's Ted? Show me that driver. Where is he? I'm 100% sure that I saw him because I called it out, right? I was like, oh, look, there's Ted. But it was right at the end of like a clip or something. If you guys have a timestamp in the stream for where it was, he said Ted was in the game. No, Ted is definitely there. Use comma and dot to go frame by frame. Is that a thing on YouTube? You can use comma and dot? Oh, amazing. I didn't know that. Thank you so much. The equipment isn't new. The equipment is not new, guys. So, let's see, because I'm sure they showed Ted. It was when they were in the bunker. And let me put it on full speed and I'll just let it play. I mean, guys, are there any... Oh, look, there's the poke machine as well, looking pretty, like, weird and ritualistic and interesting. Guys, are there any particular parts of this that you're most interested in us discussing first? Because there's so much to cover here. There's so much to cover. And I've already got a full trailer reaction on my channel from the trailer for the actual operation that they put out with the multiplayer and the blackout stuff that they're doing as well. That looks really cool. Okay, it was after this. I remember seeing Telepad unavailable, and I mentioned that. And then on the right-hand side, I remember seeing the silhouette of Ted. So, yeah, chat, if you let me know, and I'll just keep looking at the chat. Anytime... Oh, Josh said, who's inside the bunker as soon as you go in? Oh, well, Ted's down there. That's one person. It has to be either Maxis or Gersh. I mean, Gersh would be really weird. That would be very strange. You want to talk about the pyramid? Achievements? The achievements are live? Okay. We could take a look at the achievements, but they will be kind of spoilery. So maybe we should do that towards the end of the stream, guys. What do you think? Should we do that now? Do you want achievements now or later, guys? Now or later? Let me know. Give me a shout. We can just keep going with the gameplay here and talking about the stuff here, or we could go straight to the achievements and then come back. It looks like people want the achievements, so maybe that's the thing to do, guys. Maybe that's the thing to do. Wait, was that it? Did I just miss it? Was it on the right of exactly where the player's standing right now? There's like a little tunnel there. No. Okay. Achievements now or later, chat. I'm just keeping my eye out for Ted. I'm keeping my eye out for my boy. Ted's in the bunker. Now, later, now, later. Run it up. Now? Okay. Yeah, okay, now. People want it now. So, Let's just give this another 2 seconds just to see if Ted is on. Oh, I want to see this message. What does it say? If they... Oh, I couldn't quite make it out. That message on the wall. To my mother, my love. To my father, my something. God is... Is that say God? God is owned? Last my? I can't read what it's saying. It's too blurry. God is around, maybe? Not long now? I mean, that's a pretty foreboding message from Samantha to have written on the walls of this map. But I guess if there's an NPD here, then maybe she just jumped out and ran around for a little bit and then got stuck for 9 days. Maybe that's what's going on. There's like a tent as well. Why they've been camping in here, I don't know. Okay, hold on. This is... I'm pretty sure this is when I... Yep! There it is, chat. There it is, right there. I knew it was on the way. I knew it was on the way, chat. Ted is in the map, lads. Robert, thank you for the donation, mate. What if it's Maxis from Moon? The AI, he does speak through tech. That's a very good idea. That is a very, very good idea indeed. John Smith, thank you for becoming a member as well. God is armored? Oh, maybe that's the AI's message then. Oh, that could be really interesting. Okay, let's get the achievements for Alpha Omega. Let's do that. Alpha, I'm gonna just read them up on stream. Alpha Omega achievements. Alpha and Omega in Halo Wars 2. Wrong game. Black Ops 4 Zombies. Let's see. Where are the achievements? Guys, where are they? Maybe someone's gonna link me them on Twitter. Let's check my old Twitter. Where is the achievement list?
Hi guys, MrRoflWaffles here.
Where's the achievement list, guys? Where it at? Where it at? I can't find it. Can anyone let me know where the achievements are? Because I don't know whereabouts they are. The Avogadro is not what people think. So I've seen some people seeing the electricity at the end and thinking that's the Avogadro. Just on the PS4. Oh, okay. My PS4 is not plugged in currently, so that's awkward. PSN. I guess maybe we can check the achievements just through like PSN achievements. Is this a thing we could do for it? Like this maybe? Let's just try Niwa and Borderlands. What a search. Let's go for Black Ops 4. Let's see if this will work. Black Ops 4. Yeah, keep using the site, whatever. So, trophies, and we want the most recent one. So that's Dead of the Night, Ancient Evil, that's all they've got. Huh. Okay, that's annoying. True PlayStation trophy tracking. Okay, let's search Black Ops 4. If anyone can link me the trophies on Twitter, that would be really useful, guys. Or the achievements. Yeah, these are going up to Ancient Evil. They're not going any further. PlayStation app will work. Maybe the mother-father quote, plug it in forehead. I mean, it's just going to be a bit of a pain to plug in. Because I've only got one screen set up right now. I've been moving house, so my place isn't set up. There's a copy on Reddit. Okay, let's do that. Let me just quickly go to this screen. And then let's go to this screen. Jesus, my old webcam looks awful. I don't have my cam link set up right now. So yeah, I mean you can see some of my stuff in the background. Let me just go to the Reddit and try to find this achievement list for you guys. Let's see. I guess it's going to be in probably the new section. New. Alpha Omega trophies and trophy images. Amazing. Okay. So thank you, Lacking Legend. Thank you, buddy, for posting this on the Reddit. Let's go back to this now. Let's go full screen chat. Hopefully you can still see okay. Thank you for that donation, by the way. Appreciate that big time. Okay, so... oh, I just saw your DM... Thank you for DMing me those, but thankfully we've got them now. So, in Alpha Omega, begin Nikolai's grand scheme is that first one. Electromagnetic Awakening Party. Wow. Okay, that's cool. So, I guess we've gone through many a grand scheme in our time, chat. We've gone through many grand schemes. The DLC 4 trailer, they show what's inside the pyramid. What are you talking about, Bart Simpson? What do you mean? What do you mean? So, begin Nikolai's grand scheme, and it's the MPD, the classified blueprint version of the MPD. Checkpoint Zulu and Alpha Omega survive the first 20 rounds without leaving security checkpoints. So, I guess that's a first room challenge trophy, basically. Then... Raygun Bonanza, construct all ray guns in a single match. Cool, so that's definitely going to be a possible thing to do then. That's good. It's not like you can only do one or something. That would suck, so that's really, really good to see. Guys, I've just realized. Guys, the electricity in the classified poster going to the top of the MPD, that was a hint all along to this. And this, at the bottom, with Richtofen, Nikolai, Takio, and Dempsey, these faces pointing towards this pentagon with this mark on it, could that mark be the figure of whoever is inside the MPD now? Dude, I never even thought about that before, but I think that's actually possible. They might actually be going in that direction, dude. That's huge. Holy. The white eyes are Luna the dog you make an alliance with. There's a keypad. The password is 4708. Yeah, so we've seen 4708. Thank you as well. Drop Dead for the 10. And River Roxy for the 5. Thank you so much for the donations, guys. Nuketown Hustle in Alpha Omega. Unlock the Pack-a-Punch machine by round 5. Okay. Well, that's good to know that that's possible then. You can do it pretty low. George Romero's in the bunker? Yo, that would be nuts. That would be actually nuts. In Alpha Omega, kill 115 zombies with Galvas in a single match. So Galva Knuckles are definitely back. No question about that. Chug, 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 chug. Buy all 4 perks in any order in 35 seconds or less. It's going to be that easy to get all of the perks? I mean, that's crazy. Ragnarok. In Alpha Omega, stun 10 zombies at once with the Raygun Mark II-5. Is that the idea? They're calling it the Raygun Mark 2.5 because it's the 2.5? Is that what they're going for? I mean, it seems like it. Map's coming out tomorrow, guys. 24 hours from now, I'll be streaming it on this channel, and it will be a much more smooth stream than this. Much, much more smooth, because right now, I'm in the process of unpacking all my stuff, so, like... I mean, I would show you my floor, but it's a mess. It's just cables. Like, it's awful. There's just stuff everywhere. My mic isn't plugged in. I'm using a different mic to normal. None of my stuff is actually set up, which is why the stream looks a little bit scuffed. But yeah, I'll be streaming it tomorrow with my proper setup. So make sure you're there for that. That's going to be really fun. That Easter egg hunt is going to be mental. It's going to be crazy. I'm going to be making all sorts of videos as well. So, Ragnarok, Mark 2.5, Experimental Prototype. In Alpha Omega, construct a ray gun, so that'll just be a really easy trophy to get. Oh, I guess it's also 115. Like, it's Mark 2.5, but it's also Mark 115. That's really cool. God damn it, Treyarch, hiding things like layers in layers and layers. Thank you, Morgan, for the donation, by the way. That's crazy. Okay, it's a toss-up. In Alpha Omega... kill 50... Oh, so it looks like Tustin25 found the trophies originally, not lacking. So, both of you, shout out. Thank you, guys. Sausage Roll, thank you for the donation. The mannequins on the map have robots inside them. It seems like it. In Alpha Omega, kill 15 Jolting Jacks. Wow. So they're not calling them Jumping Jacks anymore. They're calling them Jolting Jacks on rooftops with grenades in a single match. On rooftops? Can we get on the roof? Is that what that's saying? Did I see Ted in the trailer? Yes! We saw Ted in the gameplay as well. Yo, Strawler and Kazakunder Gaming, thank you for both becoming members and hitting the join button, you legends. Thank you. Raygun Mark 2.5 is in the 5th model of the Raygun Mark 2, the base model plus 4 elemental models. It's Mark 115 in the Mark 2. Yeah, it's both things at the same time. That's crazy. That's super cool. Guys, what do you think Nikolai's grand scheme is going to be? What do you think? Because, like, we could totally do this. We could totally do this. And, like, and have the gameplay on one side and the stream on the other. And just talk. Like, what do you think Nikolai's... Oh, that's the wrong page. What do you think Nikolai's grand scheme is actually going to be? Can someone tell me how to download the DLC early? I wish that was possible, Ashwin, but it ain't. It ain't possible. Sorry, bud. Just looking at the chat. It must be to do with his soul, acquire alcohol. I mean, it's definitely going to be to do with his soul. The question is, why is there a thing in this pyramid, and how are we going to be linking that to his soul? Because his soul right now is still in his old version of himself, basically, right? The others just don't have a soul. The soul's in the house. And how does this even relate to Monty? Because this whole time, we've been talking about how, like, all of this is... what's it called? It's to defeat Monty eventually, but the weird thing is that Monty is basically not in this trailer at all. It's super weird. Russman's in the bunker. It would explain he was exposed to huge amounts of 115, and he said that we'll be seeing friends returning. So Russman being in the bunker wouldn't actually make sense, because Russman didn't work at Broken Arrow in the 60s when I'm presuming this map is going to be taking place. If this map is taking place later in time, then it's absolutely possible that he is going to be there. But it wouldn't necessarily make sense for him to be inside the MPD, because presumably then he would need to leave the MPD and have forgotten all of that for all of Transit, Diarized, Buried, etc. And I feel like some part of that info would have slipped out, because he knew, for example, in the comic that he worked at Broken Arrow, but there was no mention of the MPD there at all. And so I'm doubtful that he is going to be the one in the MPD, personally. An AI needs a soul. Cyborg Nikolai confirmed. I mean, Nikolai in Grodkrovi has the mech, right, that he builds. What if we end up building a mech for Nikolai's soul? That could be insane, dude. Boss is Russman? Nah, dude. Absolutely not. It's more likely to be Purnell. Purnell's probably going to be the AI. Like, I reckon what's probably happened is Purnell has, like, converted himself into an electronic system so that he can efficiently, or most efficiently, manage the Broken Arrow program. It's Purnell's baby after all, and he's nuts. So I think that it would make the most sense for it to be him that's really getting his teeth sunk into the entire map. That would just fit with all of the other story stuff that we've got going. You think Purnell will be in there? Maybe he's in the machine, maybe not. Maybe the one that... I mean, I think that the AI is separate to what's in the machine. I think that's an important distinction to make, and so, like... Oh, by the way, like the stream, guys. Let's do that. I just liked the Treyarch stream. You guys should definitely like the stream as well. But I think that the AI will be a separate thing entirely. I think that the AI is more likely to be Purnell. Sorry, I've got really itchy nose all of a sudden. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's more likely for Purnell to be the AI. And then I think in the machine, there's a decent likelihood that it's actually someone that we've never met before, something new entirely. Avogadro is the one in the pyramid. It's unlikely, just because the Avogadro hasn't been manufactured yet, as far as we know, assuming again that this map doesn't take place much later in the story. I'm thinking that it's in the 60s, and the Avogadro just hasn't become part of the picture just yet. Please explain all the Primus Eddies. There's a lot of Richtophons. I mean, Richtophon at this point has gone from being just in the loop like we always knew to being in the Blood of the Dead intro and then leaving, but then getting to the Blood of the Dead intro and then going into Blood of the Dead and then going into the Dark Mechanism in Blood of the Dead, but then the Blood of the Dead intro Richtophon is outside of that still, so the Dark Mechanism Richtophon is inside the mechanism permanently as far as we can tell, and the Blood of the Dead intro Richtophon is outside Blood of the Dead, maybe in this map, for example, and then you've also got the Post-Revelations Richtophon that is a separate Richtophon to the pre-Blood of the Dead Richtophon, both pre-Blood of the Dead Richtophons, in fact, but is also sort of the same as one of them, because the pre-Blood of the Dead Richtofen that goes to Blood of the Dead in the first place has been going round this loop in sort of eternity and therefore gets to Revelations, breaks out of the cycle somehow, ends up in Blood of the Dead, and then meets the Blood of the Dead Richtofen there. Oh, it's a mess, guys. It's a real mess. There's just too many Richtofens right now. Is this out later today? 24 hours from now, I'll be streaming it on my channel. You can look forward to it there for sure. But yeah, 24 hours until then. I've got trailer reactions and stuff on my channel already going up, and I'll be making story videos, and I'll be pumping stuff out, so don't you worry, there's going to be a lot coming. Also, who's that member in the chat? Strawler, thank you for being a member on my channel, you legend. Imagine if we launch a nuke at the end and create the Nuketown zombies we know. Well, I mean, that would be pretty funny, but there's already kind of built-in explanations for a lot of those sorts of things, but that could be cool. That could be cool if we're rewriting history, because we are outside the loop now. That is worth mentioning. We are outside the loop. I don't think Monty's going to be in the pyramid, because it doesn't sound like Monty, first of all. Monty's got a very distinctive voice. But then also, it wouldn't make sense for Monty to be trapped somewhere like that. Like, Monty is a god, right? Just the fact of the matter is that Monty is one of the first gods ever. And I just don't think it would make sense for him to just be stuck in a metal box. Like, it's going to take a lot more than, like, a reconstruction of the MPD to contain Monty, as far as my opinion goes, at least. I think that it's quite likely. How many times has he said Richtofen? Too many, dude. The Avogadro was made July 8th, 2025. That is today's date. July 8th. Oh, that's a cool little link. Wow. You see Sam is key in the MPD, but she needs a soul. Well, it doesn't sound like Samantha in the MPD, that's for sure. Robert Lewis, thank you for another donation, bud. And we also had another one from Dayton Thomas. 5 saying, I think Nikolai's overall goal is to take Richtofen's soul. Richtofen's soul isn't needed. Richtofen's soul is not used right now because it's evil, as far as Monty tells us at least, and their innocent soul is already in the house. So unfortunately, it's more likely that we're going to end up with Nikolai's soul being the key rather than Richtofen's. Robert says Richtofen's grand scheme was him taking over Sam. What if Ultimus Nikolai gets in the MPD? He's the only one who has a soul. That's a good point. Richtofen's grand scheme was that swapping point where he swapped into the MPD. So maybe now oh, crikey, wow. If there's some kind of ancient evil that is no pun intended, inside the machine, and we do a swap in this map, and Nikolai sacrifices himself and swaps into the machine, that could be nuts, man. That could be really nuts. We also had new members from Miss Gamer and Drop Dead Menace. Thank you so much, guys, for hitting the join button and becoming members on the channel. You guys are legends. Blundell's in the pyramid. I mean, Blundell's very far outside the pyramid right now, it seems. Did you see a character from Call of the Dead? Yes, Danny Trejo was in the blackout part of the announcement, and the cool thing about that is that Danny Trejo is obviously a Call of the Dead character, so does that mean that we'll be seeing more Call of the Dead stuff in the future? Similarly, Russman, who was obviously in Blood of the Dead, he was also playable, so will we be seeing more Russman in the future in DLC 4? They've got 2 crews in this map, maybe they'll have 3 or 4 crews in the next one, who knows, dude? That could be nuts. Who's that member in the chat? I just saw you. Oh, that was Drop Dead Menace, welcome. Oh, and thank you for the 5 as well, Junior. Thanks for giving me hope in the new DLC. I'm doing my best, man, trying to revive the community as much as I can. Drop Dead says, what if it's Purnell in the MPD? He wants to control the ether, and also the only people who aren't in Nuketown are the people who are supposed to go to the house. Absolutely, I think Purnell being in the MPD is possible. I think that there is also a chance that Purnell just is the AI, but they could just as easily say that the AI is going to be something new entirely, just something that is specific to this map, and then Purnell being in the MPD would make a lot of sense. Richtofen also has the blood vials too, which is really interesting. That's something that's going to be, like, I'm going to need to get the whiteboard out and start doing some drawing on there to figure out the exact chronology of how he has the blood vials and why he has the blood vials and all that sort of stuff. Because, I mean, if we think about it, chat, let's work this out real quick. Why does Richtofen have the blood vials? Well, the blood vials would have been with him up until Blood of the Dead, but then the Richtofen that left pre-Blood of the Dead gave him the blood vials, as far as I remember, so he shouldn't have the blood vials anymore. So for him to now have that blood, he would have to be an even earlier Richtofen, potentially, which is a bit strange, because the assumption the community was making was that it would be pre-Blood Ricto, that would be swapping out for post-Rev Ricto in that cutscene. So, I mean, I'm not sure why he's got the blood, to be honest. I'm going to have to definitely have a think about that. Notification for your new video. You just got it? You just got the notif? Did it only just go out at 8 o'clock? Damn, I've been slacking. Sorry if that's the case. I was trying to get that out much sooner. But yeah, thank you, Hostile, also for being a member, you legend. And Kazakune, thank you for being a member. It makes it much easier for me to see your messages in the chat if you're members, guys. So Kazakune, a member, says the blood vials were destroyed in blood. Well, those blood vials were. But I was going earlier because that's when pre-blood Richtven leaves. I was thinking, okay, did he keep blood vials there? But I don't think he did. Luna is really cool as well because Luna is from Ascension. That's an Ascension link. 2 crews equals 2 Easter eggs? Bruh. That would be nuts. That would be nuts. You got it? You got the notification? Hell yeah, guys. Hell yeah. Let's see. Who's Purnell? I'll be making a full story video about Purnell. Don't you worry. That'll be coming basically either this evening or tomorrow earlier in the day. Big video about Purnell in the story. Just watched your new video. Legend, you just got the notification as well. Alright, guys. If you're getting the notification for my trailer reaction, definitely go jump into that and then you can come back to the stream. We're going to just be discussing the story. The stream is going to be available as a VOD after as well, so you can catch up on it too. Like 100%. All is available right now. Yo, lots of new members coming in. Yo, Ace Thug, welcome back, brother. Thank you for being a member. And Echo Soldier as well, welcome back. Thank you for being a member. Legends. Good to see some old faces around here. Isn't Camp Edward a homage to Edward Richtven? Well, yes, absolutely. It's an homage because he's Edward, right? Camp Edwards was the thing that was referenced, I believe, in the original teaser that we got in Classified, if I remember correctly. So it's interesting that this is Camp Edward. I'm assuming they're going to be the same place, but I mean, maybe that's just my memory playing tricks on me. You hate this HUD. The HUD is something that I hope that they change at some point. Yes, that would be nice, but at the end of the day, I would much rather we get 5,500 lines of dialogue than we get a HUD change. And granted, that's not how game development works. The person writing the lines isn't the person redesigning the HUD, but I'm sure Treyarch are really low on staff right now for the zombies department at least. I'm sure they're focusing on Blackout and MP because zombies has been in a rougher spot, and so I suspect that they really need to pick their battles kind of thing. And so right now, the HUD is workable. Like, I can live with the HUD. It's not broken. Like, it at least shows me what I need to see. It's just not the prettiest way of doing it. And so for now, I'm content to kind of wait and hope that the HUD can get changed at some point in the future. Like, fingers crossed. Another donation from Matt Gemma, by the way. Was Purnell the guy that gets mad at you when you knock on the windows in Classified? I believe that's McNamara. $5 donation also from Slogan Memes that says, imagine if the last map we get everyone like endgame through portals. I think that's going to happen. Because if you look at the intro for this map, it's very endgamey. Like, it's very endgamey. They've clearly taken inspiration from it. So, Gabriel Human, thank you for becoming a member. Like, there's absolutely potential that the endgame kind of end fight sequence is going to be matched by whatever we have in our endgame in DLC 4. We also had a member, Iogo, saying, what have I missed so far? Quite a lot, Iogos, to be honest. Quite a lot. I will try and catch you up a little bit. What about the voice in the chamber? In the MPD, well, that's the thing. It might be Purnell, it might be someone else. It's a continuation of Black Ops 1. Wait, Treyarch has a new profile picture? Another one? You're kidding me. Where was Jason? He wasn't in it. Jason was straight up not in it. Let's see. I'm just going to check if Treyarch has a new profile picture, guys, because I don't think they do. Yeah, no, they don't. It's the same one as the one from before. So, yeah, Gabriel Human, thanks for becoming a member. Kristen Welch, thank you for donating. Can't wait to see how Victor's managed to escape Blood of the Dead. Indeed, very interesting. That's going to be really fun to explore. And Koja says, what's up with Ted? Love your stuff, Milo. So, Ted is actually like in this. Oh my god, so many donations coming through. New member, welcome Freezing Binks. Thank you for becoming a member and hitting the join button. And then we got 20 Australian dollars from my boy Robert Lewis saying, back to my previous theory about Nikolai's soul. The summoning key has the souls minus Nikolai's. Therefore, what if all of the Ultimates crew get sacrificed because in the story of the Great War there was only one group, Primus, not Ultimates? Well, that's the thing, is Ultimates are going to be mixed up in the Great War somehow, I'm sure. I don't think that the Great War in the timeline is the one that we're going to be talking about here because we're outside the timeline now. This is the thing. The timeline is great as a reference point for Black Ops 3 stuff, but the timeline is not what we are now fighting. The timeline war, the Great War, the Agarthan War. That's not what we're fighting now. we're fighting a completely different battle. Is Blundell gone? I'll be making a video about that sometime soon. Maybe, who knows? I mean, he's not been around for a couple of months, that's for sure. Hey, Mr. Pac-Man in the chat, welcome. I'm going to watch the gameplay trailer real quick. So, Iogos, I've just done a reaction video on it as well, on the Operation one, so I suggest you watch that one first if you can, because it's slightly less kind of spoilery, and then the gameplay one will be the next one to watch after that, I would say. Kenny, keep on reviving the zombies. I'm trying my best, Kenny. Thank you for the donation. How do you donate? It's a link in the description down below, or the $ next to the chat icon. Strawler, in the member of the chat, says the only person we didn't mention yet that could be in the MPD is Pablo. Just throwing it in there. I mean, Pablo, I think, will be involved in some way, shape, or form, either in this map or the next map, but I think it's more likely to be the next map just because of the fact that Pablo was so tied up with the Great War, and although, again, like I've just said, I think it is going to be a different Great War that's being fought, Pablo would make more sense in a war scenario rather than a Nuketown scenario, in my opinion. I think that this is going to be one of the things that they leave until next map, basically. Thanos confirmed. Grenade Bro. Well, you're going to be nading those Nova Crawlers. Is there any sort of Discord you can join? Yes, discord.gg/waffles. I have my own zombies Discord server. Wait, is there a new picture from Treyarch, or... No. Guys, I don't know where you're seeing a new picture on the Treyarch Twitter. It's just the MPD from this trailer. Like, it's literally from this trailer. In fact, it might even... as well, and in an MP map or something, it looks like. Like, Ted is making a lot of appearances, which is really cool to see. If we take a quick look at the... can we skip... Wait, is it going to let us skip back? Wait, there's Mark Maestas. Shout out to him. There's one of the crawlers on the roof. So it looks like they actually stay on the roofs. That's interesting. They're crawling around in the little downstairs area there. Also, I don't know where this is in Treyarch. Oh, look, there's that telepad that we were seeing. Wait, F? Wait, did the stream die? Are we good? A lot of people saying F. Looks like it's okay on my screen. Like, we can keep watching it. It's back. Black screen? Wait, we had a black screen? Sorry, guys. It just stopped, but it went back. Sorry, I don't know why it went black, but anyway, I'm just going to keep the show rolling because there's so much to talk about, and yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't know that it went black. I don't know why it went black, but let's just keep it going, yeah? Let's just keep it going. So what I was going to say is, it was just here somewhere. I mean, it's interesting, there's lots of, like, classified-y kind of rooms. And then you can just run down to the bunker like H. Perez is doing there, or it looks like. We'll find out. Okay, awesome. Good stuff, guys. So yeah, Mark Maestas was in the previous stream with Craig, and Mark Maestas has been working on zombies for a long time, and I guess now is being brought into the spotlight a little bit more, which is really cool. It's really, really cool to see Mark Maestas getting some attention. I don't know who this is. Like, I haven't met this dude before, as far as I can remember, at least. And so, yeah, it's interesting that he's being brought up as well, and sort of, like, being able to talk about everything. This was when they said that they're experimenting with a load of weaponry. Are you certified? So that's like, are you Broken Arrow certified or something? Something like that. Stay on the zombies topic. We're staying on it, guys. We are absolutely staying on it. There's a lot of zombies to talk about. Am I doing a 24-hour stream? When it comes out, I'll be doing a 24-hour stream, yeah, pretty much. It will be broken up, so I'll be doing, like, 4 hours, and then I'll take a little break so I stay sane. And then I'll do another 4 hours, and then I'll do a little break so I stay sane, stuff like that. Or maybe I'll do 8-hour chunks, but yeah, we'll be live streaming the entire hunt for you guys to check out. So tomorrow, 24 hours from now, 100%, make sure you're tuning in here and stuff like that. So I absolutely appreciate that things constantly being remade, remastered is a bit tedious, but at the same time, at least it's not just a remaster. You know what I mean? At least it's not just the giant. I got hacked? What are you talking about? It's a good hack? What are you talking about? Guys, why are you saying it's hacked? Why? It's back, thank God. Why is it? The stream is compromised? What? Samantha, stop this at once? Why are people saying I'm hacked, dude? What? Like, I'm... What? My stream is going black and displaying a message. It said, I love you, keep going? What? Wait, what? I love you, MrRoflWaffles, don't worry and keep going is what it said. What? Okay, that's creepy as hell. What on earth is going on? What? A message appeared, bro. That is creepy as I need to like. Oh, I know what probably I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. All right, I'm ending the stream, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Okay? See you guys. I've got to end the stream. I'm a complete idiot. Yeah, I have to end the stream. Samantha is gonna do bad things to me otherwise. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Drop a like on the stream.